Right. Breaking news, since we've been on the line here on the YouTube, there Beyonce has won the Grammy for Best Country Album for Cowboy Carter. She won. She won Best Country Album for Cowboy Carter. Now, do you think this is DEI? Or you think she deserved it? I know you be.
I just didn't need that in my life, KJ. I didn't need that in my. It is not DEI. I don't believe that it's DEI. I believe that um Beyonce is Beyonce. And what I know about the Grammys and how they vote is they vote on popularity.
Mhm.
And Cowboy Carter was never a country album. It
Yeah,
was never a country song. Like, I don't know why she was allowed, to do
well,
this
you
because
said
she's
she's
American.
Beyonce.
But I mean, like, it's like you said, she, I remember KJ said, funking up country. Like, I, white people, I don't know what's wrong. Like, do y'all hate yourselves? What, like, white people should have said no. No.
She won it. She won Best Grammy for Best Country Album. Wasn't even just song, it was album. She won for Cowboy Carter. Um, so let me see. I think
KJ was never, y'all. KJ do not like Beyonce funking up country. She said funking it up. And I do think she did. Like, she just got in there, like, talking vulgar, showing her body, bringing hip hop to country. And it's just, and then the blonde wig. And then the white people just standing up excited for, like, white people, like, do y'all like what, like, why are y'all doing this? And Blue Ivy, that's my niece, y'all. She's so cute.
yeah, she's cute. She
She's so cute.
definitely is growing into her. So, but I
Look at the white
mean,
people
again, this
cheering.
whole thing.
Look at
It's
the white people cheering.
they look like I can't believe she won.
No, I think they just, like, maybe it is DEI, KJ. Maybe it is, like, maybe they feel like give her this opportunity. I don't know. Look, Larry Stallings say yes, it's DEI. Yeah, like, I don't understand it. I didn't understand it when she came out with it and people supported it. Y'all got to remember, like, music is driven by consumption, and so you can't get mad. You remember when Tori Kelly won Best Gospel Album and people were upset with it? I'm like, don't get upset at the Grammy. Stop consuming it. Like, you consumed it.
Oh, sorry. I was
Like, what are you upset with her? Like, they consumed it.
Right.
If the market had rejected it, as they should have, and said, no, we don't want Beyonce coming in here with no clothes on and a cowboy hat, then we wouldn't be talking about this.
Right. But I mean, honestly though, I mean, she cleaned herself up. I mean, she wasn't at least from what I saw after, because when we talked about it on Pop and Politics, she had just, I don't even know if the album had come out yet, but as she started to put out videos and things, she was a little more subdued with her costumes and things like that. It wasn't like what I thought it was going to be. But I mean, honestly, the album, I didn't think it still sounded like an R&B
Yeah.
album, and she was just singing, country words and stuff. So
yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't listen to the album only because she's just kind of vulgar. I don't like who she's become, but like, if I really wish that white folks would put on afros. I want them to put on afro wigs. And like, I really do. I want white folk, and I want to see the response from black folks.
Mhm.
Seriously, because she got on a blonde wig.
Yeah.
Like it's too much.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's another thing. It's just like, we as black people, we always talk about cultural appropriation, but I mean, she didn't look like this is unnatural. It's so unnatural. And she did it just when she did this Cowboy Carter album. And she got platinum blonde hair, I don't know, she doesn't look like a black woman to me. But I guess,
Yeah.
black people come in all shapes and sizes and colors, but
But
just
this would
very,
never be allowed. This would never be allowed if, Taylor Swift or like what's her name? Carrie Underwood had an afro and was
braids,
singing,
box braids.
yeah, or box braids, like this wouldn't we black folks would be so upset. And so that's what I don't like. I
Right.
don't like the unequal application.
Mhm.
Like I want to be treated the same way that you treat your fellow man, and black people just feel like they can just have special privileges and treat white folks any kind of way, and it just work in America, and it don't work here, Jack. This is America, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but this whole Grammys thing, the whole pop culture thing is all rigged to me, in my opinion. And it's all demonic, it's just very you want to talk about, demonic and stuff, and I know we had talked about it before the show. I watched Candace Owens recent YouTube on the Macrons, and it wasn't even really about the French thing. French president and his partner. It wasn't really much about that. She really dug into how
The demonic.
pedophilia, right,
Mhm.
and all these demonic things that many of the elite are taking part in.
Mhm.
And we know somebody mentioned, with Jay-Z's, allegations and stuff, all this stuff coming out. It's all kind of like almost like Hunger Games to me. It's just really weird people.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Someone said, Marissa said, "Ooh, child, they would go crazy," and it's the truth. But why are we applying it, unequally? Like I don't care that she wears a blonde
Yeah,
wig.
I
I
don't either.
care. I care that she has her fist in the air. One week it's a blonde wig, next it's an afro. Like
Mhm.
next is like we get to black and brown people get to do whatever we want, and white people get accused of things just because you know they can say any, what I'm saying, they can say anything.
It's
And
because we know then though that it's a grift.
yeah,
She doesn't have any allegiance really to actual issues within the black community.
agree.
If she doesn't really want the black people to be free, because if she did, then they would be talking about crime within our community and how it's brought about from us doing crime. We would be talking about how black and brown people make up a small portion of the people in the United States, but we contribute to most of the violent crime in the country.
Yep.
We're talking about that. We're talking about all this stuff, but we don't.
Yep.
They just do it because it looks cute to wear an afro wig and put your fist in the air. And then a couple weeks later, you're in a blonde platinum wig and you sing country music.
Exactly. And nobody holds her to account. Like, I
Right.
mean, speaking of which, like, if they really cared about black people, like all that's going on with the school choice and getting rid of the
Right.
Federal Department of Education and trying to push, homeschooling and trying to like empower black and brown people to have better options for schools for their kids. Like, these are things that help to improve the lives of the black people that they say that they love,
Right.
and yet and still like, and nobody holds them to account. No
No.
one holds them to account.
No. And if you do hold them to an account, then you are questioned.
Oh
Your
yeah.
blackness is questioned. You're called inauthentic and yeah, and called names and things like that. They don't call her. We've been the same from day one. We're out here actually living and breathing in this amongst black people. She probably our closest neighbor is probably Lily White.
Oh yeah. Oh, she don't have no black people.
Neighbor. Right.
The only black person she's around is her kids, Solange and JC. Like, she don't have no black people. And that was kind of like the thing that I felt about, Michelle Obama. Like when I would see Michelle Obama in backstage and, she'd be like nothing but white folks. And then no one would say anything. No one would say, Shell, you ain't got to call her Michelle. Mish, where are all the black people that you say that you love?
And again, that's okay. It's okay, but then don't try to make it seem like we all need to be segregated and one's an oppressor and the other is oppressed when you are Michelle Obama and you're walking around with a bunch of oppressors.
Yes.
Well, you're all the oppressors.
Exactly.
And you have Beyonce wearing the oppressor's wig.
I know. And around a whole bunch of oppressors as well.
Right. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I can't take it. It's so fake.
Like the grift that they tried to throw on us with Trump.
It's so fake. And like you said, you get called names, you get your blackness gets questioned because you just say, hey guys, do y'all notice that they telling us that we can't be anything but they rich? They look like us and they're rich, but they're telling you that you can't be rich. Did anybody notice that? And then they say, shut up, coon.
Right.
Kunisha. That's what they call me.
Uncle Tom. Yeah. Yeah. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are at the end of our time tonight. Great conversation.
Yeah.
All